find a secure chair. You want a chair that doesn't wiggle or isn't going to roll around, because I want to keep you nice and safe as we practice these exercises. Find your feet securely on the ground, and you want to have a position in your body that is even. And what I mean is you don't want to be leaning to one side or the other, because that can cause the muscles to tighten on one side or to loosen up more on one side, and can cause pain in your joints. And so we want to make sure that our body is nice and level and equal in all the way we're just placing our weight. So my feet are securely on the ground. I take my fists, put them between my knees. And that way I know that my knees are directly out from my hips. And then I take these fists, go all the way down to my feet. And then I know my feet are directly beneath my knees. And then I'm in alignment. Your back is nice and straight. Tilt your hips back. And so as I sit here, I don't want to arch my back. I want to pull my back straight. And so I take those hips and stretch them back so my back is flat. This is going to protect my lower back area as we're doing these weights. So you want to protect this lower back. So feet are on the ground. Hips are extended so that the knees are directly out from them, and then down will be your ankles. Let's go ahead and warm up those shoulders. We'll do some circles. Really exaggerate those circles, nice and big, dropping them all the way down. You feel that stretch through your neck, all the way up and back. Feel the stretch across your chest. Really get fluid deep inside those shoulder joints. Let's do 2 more. 1, 2. All the way down. We're going to stop and let's switch direction. Now I'm bringing them back. And as I do this, I can feel a stretch across the back. It's my upper back. And I feel this stretch, opening up those joints, getting that fluid moving. This feels good. Let's do 2 more. Nice and big. Keep those circles as big as you can. All the way down, and bring your body back to position. Nice. Let's take that left arm, we're going to go up over our head, and I'm going to lean over. And so I'm getting a nice stretch all the way down my side. And let's take that left arm and extend it as far as you can. And I can feel it all the way down to my leg. So I'm going to push that leg into the ground as I extend my arm up. And that really extends the stretch all the way to where it connects to the hip. Extend, extend up a little further and pull that down. Nice. I'm going to take the opposite arm, bring that arm up, extend. Again, you know, we want to have this foot securely on the ground. So push against the ground as this one's pushing up towards the ceiling, and you feel this stretch all the way down, connecting to the hip. I've got my other hand as stability, just to make sure I'm not falling off. And bring that hand down. Nice. I'm going to go back to that left hand. Instead of going up, I'm going to go across my body and reach. So I'm going to reach. As if I'm reaching over to grab something. My neighbor over here has something I want, and I'm reaching over. Now my hip may want to come up. So again, plant that hip, and that way you'll feel that stretch all the way down. And then pull that back. And let's do the opposite arm. Straight out, really reach across. Make sure this hip isn't lifting up. Push it down into your chair. That foot against the ground and pull it back. Nice. Let's go back to the left arm, and we're going to go up. Reaching up, up, up. This time, let's open up that armpit. So I'm going to pull my arm back just a little bit. So it's going behind my head slightly. And that's going to open up this area underneath the armpit. And I feel that stretch again, all the way down to my hip. Push against the ground, reach up to the sky. And bring that arm down. Oh, that felt good. Now let's do the right side. Bring that arm up. Push that leg down. Really extend, you feel it through the hip, and now let's open that up. So I take that palm, face it towards me, open up the inside of my armpit. Still extending my arm up, still extending my leg down. And bring that back down. Ooh, that felt good. Let's reach across the body again. I'm going to take my left hand, reach across. Now, as I'm reaching across, I'm going to try to take my torso and turn it the opposite direction. So I'm adding just a little bit extra stretch across this shoulder area here. So the arm is reaching out, but my body is trying to go forward. And bring that arm back. Nice. Let's do the right side. Reach that arm over. Now let's take that body. Arm is still extended out. Turn that body around. Nice. Very good. Let's take the right hand up towards the ceiling. We're going to drop at the elbow so that my hand drops over onto my ear. I'm going to tilt that head down. I don't want to put too much weight on my head with this hand. I'm going to get a nice stretch through the neck by extending my left hand towards the ground. So this hand here is the one that has the energy, and I'm shooting it down towards the ground. Get a nice stretch across my neck. Breathe into any tightness. Don't let your muscles tighten up. You want to relax as you stretch. And release. Nice. Let's take that left hand up, drop at the elbow, tilt the head, and we're going to take our right hand and extend it down. Nice stretch across the neck. Remember to breathe. And release. Nice. We're going to take our chin and point it up towards the ceiling. And really extend that chin so you feel that stretch all the way across your neck, all the way down through the chest area here. And bring that head back to neutral. And now let's tilt our head forward so that you feel the stretch on the back of your neck. Try to touch your chin to your chest. Breathing into tightness. Let's lift that chin again up towards the ceiling. Really jut it out. And back to neutral. And let's bring the head down. And bring your head up. Oh, that feels good. Some of us hold a lot of tension through our neck area here, or we clench our jaw. I'm a grinder, and so I grind my teeth at night. So I've got a lot of tension in here. And this move, where we extend our jaw up, really loosens up these muscles inside this area here. If we spend a lot of time looking at our devices and our head is looking down, this becomes very tight, that fascia inside there. And so that's a great way to loosen it up. Let's start to work on our spine now. We're going to do our seated cat-cow, hands on the knees. Pull your body forward as you extend your chest and look up, and then push back, rolling. And I'll turn sideways so you can get a better look at that move. Hands on my knees, pull my body forward, and I arch. Push back, and I roll my back. And so we're going to warm up the spine, going back and forth. Move at a pace that feels comfortable for you. This is a way to get fluid up the spine. We don't want to move too fast. Nice and even flow so that fluid can just move up through all those little gaps in between those tiny bones. If one direction feels a little tighter, you can stay there a little longer, wriggle around, try to loosen up any stiffness. One more time, both directions. and come on back to neutral. Nice. Let's do a spiral now. So we loosened up the back and forth, which is a common direction that most of us move. We don't often go sideways. So I'm going to make like my egg beaters. And this is going to warm up the spine in a circular direction. It's also going to help loosen up where it connects to the hips. All of our bodies look a little different. Move in a way that's comfortable for you. Picture in your head that you've got this big giant spiral though. Imagine your spine just rubbery, making a big circle like an egg beater. Let's do 2 more. And we're going to stop in the center. And let's go the opposite direction. Really working fluid up that spine. Let's do 2 more cycles. 1. And 2, back to center. Nice. All right. Ooh, starting to feel really good here. Now let's start loosening up our legs just a bit. So let's take our right leg and we're going to put our hands around it and let's pull that knee close to us. So as I turn sideways, you see I grab my knee and I just pull it up. Don't let your back round because then I'm stretching my back out. This is a stretch for the leg and the hip. And so my back is straight and I'm going to give my leg a hug. Now I feel that stretch right through this hip area here. So go ahead and hug that leg, squeeze it in. That other leg, the left leg, is still secured to the earth. And go ahead and set that leg down. And let's bring up that left leg. Give this a nice hug. Watch that back. Keep your back straight. You should feel this stretch in your hip, not in your upper back. And release. Nice. Let's take that right foot. We're going to cross it over. Get an angle you can see. And let's warm up those ankles. So we're going to do some circles. Maybe you don't need your hand. You can do it on its own. We're going to warm up the ankle here. If you're close enough to hear my ankle popping, that tells you there's vata. Vata is that dryness, and it's air that gets in the joint, and that's what causes stiffness. So we want to loosen it up, get some fluid in there. Let's go the other direction. Our toes can become a little bit strained. Some of us might be switching to sandals now because the weather is beautiful outside, and so we wear sandals. Sandals don't give our feet as much support, and our toes tend to want to grab on to make sure that they don't lose that shoe, and so they can become tight. So just go ahead and, you know, I've got socks on, I don't know if you can see, but take those toes and pull them back towards you, and then curl them, and then pull them back towards you, and then curl them. If you have your shoes on, you can use the ground. And so if you go onto your tiptoe with the shoes and lean against it, you'll still get that nice stretch across the top of your foot and underneath in the arch. So whether you got, you know, slippers or socks or barefoot, or if you have shoes on, you can still do this move, stretch back and forth, loosening up this cartilage and this fascia in the foot. All right, let's switch. Let's do the other side. So first we're going to warm up those ankles. Nice circles. You can use your hands if it helps. And I'm going to move down to our toes. Pull them towards you, push them away. Pull them towards you. This is an important move with the change of season as we switch to different shoes. This tightness can actually be reflective in a sore knee or a sore hip. You think your hip or your knee is bothering you, but it might actually be the tightness in the arch of your foot or the top of your foot. All right, nice. Okay, one last warm-up move. We're gonna keep those knees moving. So I'm gonna swing those knees back and forth. So I bring my feet out, and I'm warming up my knees now, getting fluid inside the knees. So you can hang on to the chair. This isn't about building muscles or strength or working the core. It's just getting some warmth started in those knees. So I'm swinging those knees back and forth. Get some fluid in there before we start using them. Awesome. Go ahead and set those feet down on the ground. Let's put our arms out. We're going to start with our circles. Let's do some small circles. And as you do this, extend those arms out so that they're active. If you want to add a little bit of weight, you can imagine that you've got kettlebells in your arms as you're doing these circles. Remember how powerful the mind is. Small circles to begin with. And let's move to medium circles. Already start feeling that heat in the shoulders. The deltoids are working hard to hold these arms up. We're moving to large circles. You can imagine that you're holding kettlebells if your hands are in fists. If you listen to the flow meditation, you also know that you can open those fingers and energy flows in much more easily if the fingers are parted. You can bring some energy into your body as you do this move. Either way is nice, whatever you need today. One more circle. We'll start at the bottom and let's change directions. Still doing my large circles. You feel that burn on those deltoids. You've got this. We're going to move to our medium circles. And down to our small circles. And relax those arms. Whew, nice. I could feel that working right here. This is perfect time. We'll build those nice little muscles right here for our summer shirts. Okay, so let's hold our hands in fists. When you hold a fist, your thumb is on the outside. You never want to grasp your thumbs. Thumb's on the outside of the fist. We're going to put those fists at our hips. We're going to practice some striking today. This is a great way to build some muscles in your arms. I'm going to face sideways so you can see me. My energy always comes from my hip, and I'm going to strike out and then pull that back. And when this arm comes back, my other arm is going to strike out. So I'm going to be alternating. So I'm going to strike with my right, bring it back. Strike with my left, bring it back. Right, left. Okay, as you do this, keep your body nice and secure. You're going to build up some strength in the upper body. Let's do this. I've already done a few, but we're going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Nice, very nice. All right, now I'm going to take those hands and I'm going to put them at my chest, but I'm still going to have my nice fist. My fists are right here. Now I'm going to do a strike, but I'm going to do a strike with my elbow. Did you see that? And so this is my elbow sticking out. I'm just going to strike behind me as if someone was behind me. Strike. And I'm going to do that same move. I'm going to strike with one arm, bring it back, and then the other arm's going to go. And let's do some force. Imagine someone's next to you. They're not in your 6-foot diameter, that your safety area, and so we're going to let them know, hey, this is my space. So let's do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way back and relax. Nice. This is one of the strongest strikes you could do, especially for women. Sometimes we have pointy elbows here. It's really powerful to do this here. Okay, one more strike move, and that one's going to be to block up. So something's coming down on us. We're going to have our hands back here at our hips, and we're going to strike up, bring it back down, strike up, bring it back down. So let's find a nice strong position. Make your fists, thumbs on the outside of the hand. Let's do this for a count of 10. 1, bring it back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Nice. Go ahead and release those fingers. Great job. Let's find our weights, your water bottles, whatever it is that you're using today for resistance. If you do not have anything, that's fine. You can still follow along with these moves. I'm going to take my weights here. I'm going to hold them in my hands, palms facing you. So your palms are going to be facing me. Rest them at the side of your body. We're going to do our bicep curls. That means the rest of my arm stays still. I don't want to use my shoulder. I'm bending at the arm and just using the biceps. Let's do a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep that back straight. 7, 8, 9. Last one, 10. And release. Great job. Nice. Remember not to let that back curve in. You want to pull those hips back so that your back is nice and secure and protected. Let's do for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And relax. Nice. If you have water, please remember to hydrate throughout this session. And remember to take deep breaths in, oxygenate that body. Count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. I'm going to take those palms, face them towards your legs. So I just took my hands, pointed them in. This is the same bicep move, but it's going to feel just a little different. And we're going to add some resistance as we bring our weights back down. So you're going to bring those weights up to your shoulders, but as you let those weights release, imagine that you're pushing down against maybe a balloon or a ball. This is going to help build some resistance on the back of the leg, back of the arm, this muscle right here. Let's do a count of 10. 1, and push down. 2, 3, keep your back protected. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Nice. Good work. Watch those shoulders. Make sure they're not creeping up. Keep them nice and relaxed. We're just using our bicep muscles. This round, a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember to be pushing down. Nice. Last rep, we'll do a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And back down. Good job. Nice. I'm going to put those weights at at our chest, almost like we did in the earlier move with the elbow move. And my fists are touching each other. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up in front of me, all the way out, all the way back in front of me, and bring it back. And this is a little bit tougher, so you may need to adjust your weights. Maybe we don't use weights for this one. Find a position that's comfortable for you and a weight that's comfortable for you. Let's do a count of 10, all the way out. 1, and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Good job. Whew. Watch those shoulders. This is a tough one. Our shoulders might start to creep up. Relax those shoulders. Remember to breathe. Remember to hydrate. Let's bring those weights back to our chest, elbows up. This time we'll do it for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way back and relax. Nice. Again, let those shoulders relax. Last rep, count of 6. Elbows up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way out, all the way back, and release. Nice. Let's drop those weights to the side. Palms are facing each other. Arms are nice and relaxed. Check your body. Make sure your feet are flat on the ground. Body is balanced. We're going to lift these weights up to airplane position. Let's start with a rep of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way up and release. Good work. Go ahead and put those weights onto your knee. Same movement. We're going to lift those arms straight out in front of us for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. You got this. 10. And back down. Drop those weights back to your side. This rep will be a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way up and down. Nice. Put those weights onto your knees. Let's do 8 to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way up and release. Nice. Take those weights to your side. Last rep. Let's do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way back down. Nice. Last rep in front for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way up and release. Good job. Now would be a good time if you need some hydration. Take a drink of water. Always want to keep your body hydrated while you're working out, especially now that the temperatures have increased a little bit. Okay. So we're going to put those weights in front of us again. Arms are out. And from here, we're going to do just a pull back. So before we opened up, and that put a lot of pressure on these muscles here. This one here is more about the back muscles. And so we're going to take those back shoulders and try to touch them together and then bring those weights back. Try to touch those shoulder blades together and bring those weights back. I'm going to do this for a count of 10. So those weights come up in front of you and let's pull those shoulder blades together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. You should be feeling this on the back of your arms. If the move is being done correctly and you use the muscles in the back, those are the ones you should be feeling. Okay, our next rep will be a count of 8. Really squish those back shoulder blades together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And release. Nice. Whew, I can really feel that working my muscles. We've got one last rep. This last rep will be for a count of 6. Go ahead and bring those weights back up. Let's really make this one count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And release. Good job. Okay. Check that stance. Make sure those hips haven't gone forward. Your back isn't arched. Protect that lower back by getting those hips back into alignment. Take those weights and lift them up, almost as if you're holding up a tray. So my palms are facing up towards the ceiling. In this move, you can keep your elbows slightly forward, or you can open your arms up. We're going to be lifting up towards the ceiling. If your arms are lifted back, if you're pulling your arms back, you're going to get more of a workout across the chest. If your arms are forward, you're going to get more of a workout in your biceps. So you can do both. You can alternate, or you can decide one or the other. Make sure your feet are secure. Hands up, and let's lift these weight for a count of 10. 1, all the way up and back down. 2, go down slow. That way you get that workout on the back of the arms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way up, all the way down, nice and slow, and back to the beginning. Good job. Nice. Okay, check that back. Get those hips back, bring those weights back up, open up those hands. I open my hands so that I don't bring too much tension into my arms. If I grab my weights, I tend to have a lot of tension here. And I want to relax as I'm doing this. Let's lift these weights for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. All the way up, down, and release. Whew. I can really feel my arms getting warm here. Whew. We've got one more rep. Last rep will be for a count of 6. Let's bring those weights back up. Open those palms. Let's lift up. Let's try, if you haven't done with the arms open, let's try that. If you did it with the arms open, try it with your arms closer together. Let's do for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one, all the way up and back down. Nice. Whew. I got one more workout for your arms. You guys can hang in there. One more. And we're going to take these weights up over our head, drop our elbows, and let me do this to the side so you can see this move. Hips are back, back is straight. Arms go up, drop the weights, and I'm going to lift them up. And so this exercise here is going to be working these muscles right through here. And we're going to start with a rep, a count of 10. Arms up, bend those arms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a smile on your face. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10, and let's bring it all the way back forward to the starting position. Great job. Okay, we've got 2 more reps. Let's bring these weights all the way up. Drop those arms. This rep is for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. 8, and bring it back. Nice. Good work. One last rep. This rep is going to be for a count of 6. Let's bring those weights up over our head. Drop those elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way up and bring it down. Good job. Let's loosen up those arms and those shoulders just a little bit. As you're doing this training, listen to your body. Maybe you only want to do every other one that when I lift. You know, match what your body needs right now. You don't have to keep up with what I'm doing. I'm trying to create a challenge. But maybe today you're feeling like I just want to do every other one. That's fine. As long as we're up and moving our bodies, we're doing good. Let's take those weights. We're going to put them together, and I'm going to drop them to my right side. And then this move is to work my lateral, my side muscles right here. And so I'm going to take these weights and shift them to the other side. But as I do so, I'm going to use these muscles. Don't use the muscles in your arms. Just use these muscles. Imagine these muscles contracting to pull these weights over. I'm going to do this for a count of 10. 1. Use those abs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. All the way over and bring those weights back to beginning. Good job. So you should be feeling this on the side. That's how you know if you're practicing this exercise correctly, because these are the muscles that you're using. So we're going to do this one more time. I'm going to scoot to the edge so maybe you can see my body a little clearer. And I'm going to start with my weights on the opposite side. And let's do for another count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, all the way across and back to the beginning. Good job. Let's do a little more work on these side muscles here. I'm going to take my right arm and drop it down to the side. My left arm's going to go up almost to where my bra strap is here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch and drop my left arm as my right arm goes up. And let's do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down and back up. Good job. I'm going to do one more rep. Go ahead and take a breath in between. If you need a sip of water, please ensure you're staying hydrated. Okay, let's drop that left hand down, right hand comes up, and for another count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down and back up. Great job. Okay, so now we're going to continue to work the core, but now I'm going to work these muscles back here, the lower back. And so I'm turning to the side so that you can see my body. I'm going to take my weights, I'm going to put them at my chest. My starting position is down, and I'm going to bring my body up. But when I bring my body up, I'm not using the muscles in my legs. I'm using these muscles here all the way down through my glutes to the top muscles on the back of my leg. And these muscles are going to contract, and these are the muscles that is bringing my body back in the upright position. And so this is how we start to strengthen this lower back area. And so we're going to do this nice and slow, focusing on the lower back, building these muscles. So take your weights, put them at your chest. Starting position is down. And let's lift our body for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3. Use those back muscles to lift up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, all the way up, and release those muscles. Good job. So you should be feeling it back here. These are the muscles we're using. All right, we're going to do that one more time. So go ahead and put those weights back at your chest. Let's lean forward in our starting position. We're going to count to 10 one more time. 1, 2, really imagine those muscles bringing you up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up. Nice, good job. Go ahead and rest those weights on your knees. We're going to start moving down to work our legs out. I'm going to bring my knees up by going up on my tiptoes. And I'll turn sideways again. My weights are on my knees. My back is nice and straight. And I lift up on my tiptoes. And so now I'm using these calf muscles to lift these weights up. And so let's go ahead and lift these weights. If you want some more resistance, not only are your weights on your knees, but you can push down. You can push against these knees to give yourself some resistance. And let's go up on our tiptoes for a count of 10. 1, and back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and let's hold up on those tiptoes. Push against the ground with those tiptoes, tighten those calf muscles, and let's push with the hands. I can almost feel my abdomen engaging as I'm pushing with my arms to push my legs back down, and relax. Nice. Let's take these weights and set them to the side. Ensure that whatever you're setting down isn't going to be near your feet, because we're going to be moving our feet a little bit. Okay, I'm going to face my body forward again. Getting a little sweat going on here. This is a good session. All right. So we're going to work those legs out now. And let's lift those legs out in front. And so I'm going to use my abdomen to help lift these legs up. Depending on where you're feeling today, you can hang onto the chair to help lift those legs up. If you need some more support, you can lean back against your chair as you lift your legs up. The goal is to engage your abdomen and the top of your thighs right here. And so let's go ahead, depending on how you're going to do your leg lifts today, and we're going to lift those legs for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your back straight though. 5. Abdomen's doing the work. Top of the legs are. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's hold those legs out there for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Whew, good job. Great work. We're going to do that again. Keep that abdomen nice and tight. Tilt those hips back. Let's bring those legs up for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's leave those feet up. Let's count to 10. 1, 2. Keep that abdomen tight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Whew, good job. Good workout. We're going to do one more time. So again, find your position, whether it's hanging on, leaning back against the chair, or free sitting up so that you're working your abs a little bit more. Let's lift those legs, count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can turn sideways. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's hold them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Protect that back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Awesome job. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and spread those legs apart on the outside of your chair. Those leg lifts can provide, so a great workout for the upper thighs and the back, but it can also provide a little bit of tension. So we're going to loosen up that lower back. And let's go ahead and let's face our right leg. And let's walk our body down that front of the leg. If you're able to touch the ground, go ahead and touch the ground. The goal is to keep your back straight. Don't let it round, because we're not stretching the back. We're stretching up this lower area here. Lean forward, nice. Remember to breathe. And bring your body back up. Let's face that left leg, and we're going to walk our hands down that left leg. Again, we don't want to stretch that upper back. Let that lower back release. Breathe, breathe. Bring that arm back up. Nice. We're going to go down the center now. And I'm going to start by resting my elbows on my thighs. I'm going to slowly go back down all the way to the ground. If you're able to let your head drop, let your shoulders fall heavy. Let's go ahead and bring those elbows back to your knees. From this position, take those hands and let's push those legs apart. This is a great stretch for the inside thigh. So as you're pressing those legs apart, let your body fall between those legs. You should feel a stretch right through here. Remembering to breathe into any tightness. Now let's take those knees and try to squish them together as you're pushing those arms apart. So you've got to push both directions, pushing against the arms, pushing against the knees. Push as hard as you can. This is activating the entire body as you do this. And release. Nice. Go ahead and bring your body back up. Go ahead and put those legs back together. I'm going to take my right leg and I'm going to bring that right ankle across my knee. So I've got my nice figure 4 here. From this position, I'm going to lean forward. Again, don't let your back curl. I'm tilting from the hips. I'm going to lean forward over. This is going to loosen up the hip of that right leg. Breathe into that. Release any tension that's been built up inside that hip area. And bring your body back up. Let's release that foot. I'm going to switch to the other side. I'm going to bring my left foot over my right knee. If you're flexible, you might be able to push that leg back down. I have really tight hips. This is a great exercise for me because of my tightness. I'm going to bring my body forward. Breathe into that tightness. I can imagine my breath actually into right through that hip and exiting. And as it exits, it's going to release just a little bit so I can sink down a little deeper. And bring your body back up. Nice. Let's go ahead and release that foot. We're going to bring our cardio up a bit before we end this session. I'm going to have you put your hands on the chair, find a nice secure position. We're going to be using our legs. I'm going to bring those legs up and bounce them out, bring them back in. And we're not going to use our hands in this one. We will in the next move. But this one here, I really want you to bring your legs up as high as you can. So let me turn sideways. So the reason I'm hanging on, so I can bring those legs way up. And so I'm really using the upper abs to bring those legs up, shoot them out, and then bring them back. So you see this motion here. It really helps for me to lean back. And to lean back, I need to hang on to my chair. And so go ahead and find that secure position. Find that place where you feel you can lift your knees as high as you can. When you look at me, my legs are up above my chair line. That's how high I'm lifting my legs in this move. And we're going to do this for a count of 10. Now, again, remember, if that's too high for you today, that's fine. Just work on moving those legs in and out. The goal here is to get our heart rate to rise up a bit. Let's go. I said 10, but you know what? You guys are great. Let's do 15 this time. All right. 1, down and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, this is hard. 10, 11. Who said 15? 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Whew, that was tough. All right. Feel that heart rate. Now I've got my heart rate beating. That's what we want. We want to work our heart out, and we work that heart out by getting it to beat a little faster. But then we strengthen that heart and we teach it how to calm down. So let's relax those shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Imagine that heart rate calming down. Nice. All right. So now we're going to do our jumping jack move. Again, this one almost the same. Legs come out, but this time we're going to bring our arms up. If you feel comfortable, if you'd like to still hang on, you can still hang on to your chair. Now let's do these jumping jacks. Let's do for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Nice. Okay, check in with that heart. Slow that heartbeat down. Slow that heart rate down. You can still take in oxygen. This is strengthening that heart. Great job. All right. One last cardio. We're going to take a little run. So let's start those legs moving. Start those arms moving. Swing those arms. Arms is really going to get that torso involved. That torso is going to warm up the body. Get that heart beating just a little faster. And let's move a little faster. Remembering to breathe. Breathing out of your mouth cools your body. Breathing in through the nose warms it. So if you want to warm that body up, burn more calories, go ahead and do so through your nose. If you're feeling a little overheated, you can breathe in and out through your mouth. Let's move a little faster. A little faster. One last jump. There, I see the finish line. I can make it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And slow it down. Slow it down. And stop. Nice. All right. Check in with that heart rate. The more you practice bringing that heart rate up, bringing it back down, the stronger that heart will become. Bring it up and bring it back down. Good practice in life. Things get you upset, your heart rate rises, you know how to bring it back down. Find that calmness. You have the ability to have that control. Nice. Great job. All right, let's do a little bit of a cool down now. Go ahead and take those shoulders, roll them up, let them drop down. Breathe in deeply. Take that right hand onto your left leg. We're going to twist and look behind your chair. We didn't do any eye exercises, so as you look behind your chair, let's take those eyes and push them as far as you can, looking as if you can turn all the way around and stretch those eye muscles out. Bring that body back forward. I'm going to do the opposite side. So let's take the left hand on the right knee. Let's turn around. Remember, take that gaze just a little bit further. And come back forward. Nice. Go ahead and scoot yourself back in your chair so that you're leaning back against the backrest. If your chair is safe, if you have a chair that might flip backwards, you may want to push it against the wall or find a secure place. We're going to bring those arms up over our head. Lean back. Let your head fall back. Bring those arms back all the way down to your knees. Let's open them up like airplanes now. Lean back. Let that head fall back. And bring the body forward. Nice. And one last body hug. Go ahead and bring both knees up if you're able to. Otherwise, you can do one leg at a time and give yourself a nice little hug. Give yourself a squeeze. This really releases the lower back. If it feels good, go ahead and tuck your head like a turtle right all the way down. Throw the armadillo